Hello to everyone. How are you? This is Joanna. Today is Thursday. I was able to go into Bath and Body Works today for the first time for myself to be able to smell the Cinderella collection. However, I was a little bit late because they were closed yesterday for some reason. I think they opened up probably after 11 because of the snow that was here. But I will say this. All that I wanted was the accessories. I had said that from the beginning based off of what a lot of the people that I watch had to say about the fragrances. Some said that they were told they were new scents. Some said that they were told the fragrances smelled like the princesses would smell. That was all not the case for me. I do trust the peoples whose videos I saw. But when I got in there today and I smelled those scents, I was not interested in not one. All that I wanted was the accessories. Now, here where I live at, the day that they were supposed to do this, which is why I hate that they do everything on a weekend. They used to do the sales on a Wednesday here. Years ago, they would call it the weekend preview. So you had a weekday and you had the weekend. However, during that time, I worked every single Wednesday. We didn't have online the way we have it now. We didn't have pickup in store. So I would always miss out, but because I was off every other weekend and I only worked 8 hours, I could go out there after work and I could call and have things held. Now, when I went in the store today, I'm going to share with you a little bit before we get into this. I'm going to share with you what I thought, and this is just my opinion. From what I was able to tell with the fragrances that I smelled, to me, y'all, they smelled like Bath and Body Works tried the trend of mixing their own stuff and calling it a new scent. That's what each one of those fragrances smelled like to me. Like they just took a bunch of their own things, blended them, and tried to throw them up on us as something brand new, which would explain why some of the people that I watched, a lot of them said it smelled like something they've already smelled before, but they couldn't put their finger on it. And I will say this. Here's what I think. I think that, let's say, the Cinderella one, to me, if they were going to do that, if they were going to blend and mix up things and not have a brand new scent, then they should have went back into the vault with their own stuff. The fragrance you hear me say, Wheatberry, that smelled the way that bubbles smell, like when bubbles have that good smell. Or even the fragrance that was called Snow Kissed Sugar. That could have been Cinderella's scent. Ariel scent could have been Aqua Blossom. It could have been freshwater cucumber. It could have even been beach breeze, which was a very lovely aquatic sea scent. And then like the one for Belle, that could have been a rose, like a true rose scent with raspberry. It could have been like a true rose with caramel. Like they could have went back into their vault if that's what they were going to do. I was very disappointed in the fragrances. I might be the only one saying that, but I didn't like any of them. I already knew that I wasn't going to like them, but when I got to smell them, that cemented it. All that I wanted was the little carriage, I think, the little light up little carriage. I wanted the Belle wallflower plug and pocket back holder, and then I wanted the Tiana's Place. That was all that I wanted. But the day that they released all of that stuff to buy online, their app for my area kept glitching. It kept going to Jeffersonville. I kept trying to do something so that I could pick it up in store. It wouldn't let me. It kept going to Jeffersonville Mall. We don't have a Jeffersonville Mall here. And then when I was trying to order, it kept doing other stuff. So I never got to get any of what I would have gotten. And I'm okay with that. I'm not okay, but I am okay because I have so much stuff, as you can see before you here. So I'm okay with that. But I just didn't know if anybody felt like I felt that they just tried to blend some stuff and call it something new when they could have done so much more, you know. And like I said, if they were going to just repackage something like Moana, Moana could have been their exotic coconut. They made a fragrance one time. They could have done something where it had some plumeria in there. They could have done exotic coconut. They could have done anything, but they didn't. So I'm disappointed in their fragrances, and I don't want any of them. But I don't even think I got anything today. If I get anything from that line, it'll probably be the pocket backs or the hand soaps. But what I want to share with you here, as you can see, here's 3 things that I already have. I got a second of this Bows and Roses lotion. So I have 2 lotions to the 1 mist. I got a second of this Bubbles and Berry, so I have two of those to the one mist. Now this one, y'all, I wanted to get two of these, and you'll notice this says tester, so I will explain that. I wanted to go in there and I wanted to get two more of these lotions. They had a bunch of them when I was sharing the photos with you all. We had an unexpected snow here, and then I had to work, and then that limited me being able to go in the store when I wanted to. By the time that I got in there, which was yesterday, all of this was gone except for the mist. They had plenty of the mist, but they had no lotions. They said that a lady came through there that was pregnant. She fell in love with the scent and tried to buy up all the lotions that she could, which it makes sense. There is a point in pregnancy where you get sick and can't stand the smell of nothing. Then you also have that point in pregnancy where everything smells scrumptiously good and everything tastes scrumptiously good. Now, when I was pregnant, I kid you not, every single thing smelled like stale pickles. My sense of smell was so heightened. That was when I actually fell in love with Victoria's Secret Vanilla Lace. It had been out for years. I didn't want anything to do with the scent. I swore up and down I couldn't smell it. Once I got pregnant, I could not stand any fragrance that I had, and I fell in love with Vanilla Lace. I could smell every nuance in that fragrance, and I fell in love with it. So I can understand that lady fell in love with this. So what was left was the tester. And I was kind of leery, y'all, about getting this because I usually don't go for the testers. Most of the testers that I have gotten, the product has been untouched, unused. So with this, I will say this. This was full, just like this was. Like when you pick them up, they had the same weight. And these are sealed. I'll share that with you. This right here is sealed. And this right here, the cap just had a little bit of residue where you could tell some had been squeezed out of there. So what I did was I cleaned this up really, really good. It was only just a little bit on the top there. And then I cleaned the cap, pulled it apart, put hot water in there, disinfected it, all those things. But, however, even though I did all of that, I will admit that I'm still leery. And I did purchase this tester on purpose. This was all they had. And what they did was they sold this to me for $5.99. So these things right here were the standard buy two get three free. And whenever they do that, it's not like when they do the 8 for 40, or I'm sorry, when you do the $8 and you get 5 of these for 40, and then when you add another two, it breaks it down to $8. It's not like that. When they do the buy two get three free, you're basically only going to get your 3 free because I think 6 item is going to ring up regular. But these right here were the buy 2 get 3 free. She let me buy this for $5.99. So even though I cleaned this up and even though it's full, just for my own safety, I am going to be applying this to maybe an area of my arm every day just to make sure nothing happens. And then what I'll do is I'll leave this tester here. I'll take my one that is already open and I will move it to the side and use this one up first. So that gives me the 2 that I need. But I really did want this, y'all. And like I said, if I see that they have more, then I'll go ahead and get 2 more. But they had all of this in a drawer. They didn't have it out anymore. So it might not show up again until they have a semi-annual sale. So again, with these right here, I did smell the 2 scents that came out with this. There was a dragon fruit one. And then there was a yuzu, I think a yuzu type one. I am still interested, but I have to spray stuff separately because sometimes I get overwhelmed and it don't take but a few sprays of something before I'm done. I really did like this, and I do want the lotion to this, but because I got, one of these, I went ahead and just waited. So I will go back, and I'm sure I'll get something else if I don't order something else. And I will get the lotion to this. This smelled really nice. It smells springy. Of course, we already know how these smell, but my favorite, we all know, is Hearts and Candy. Now, I did smell the other one of these. In my basket online, I had the Velvet Petals Bliss because I thought that's what I wanted. Then they have a Sugar Surf. It's like every time you think you see all they have to offer, they put something else up there. And this time they did have the oils in store, but I think it's a glimmer oil, but I don't care. I might go ahead and get two of those because to my knowledge, I don't have any strawberry oil, and Bodycology makes one that I'm interested in. There is still so much body care that I'm interested in between Target and Walmart and Meijer, including Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works. So I really need to slow down though, because that's part of the problem when we get this stuff. In my case, I'm only able to use, say, like three or four things up, and then I'm replacing that three or four with 5 to 10 to 15 to almost 20 products, especially when I get my hands on everything that I want. So I really do like this. I know some people didn't like this. One person that I follow said they could smell something plasticky. Hopefully that changes for them because we all know that these scents do get a little bit better with time. It's like they blossom and they bloom. But I really do like this. So what I might do, I was thinking, the other fragrances that I want are online. That Willow one, I ended up not liking that light blue set that has magnolia in it. It almost smelled like the magnolia bear that I have, so I decided to leave that alone. But if I go in store, I might go ahead and get the dragon fruit set, the yuzu set, and then get the matching lotion to this. Or I like this enough that I would want a second lotion to this because sometimes I can just use an unfragranced lotion, but I like this enough that I would want a second lotion to this. But then they came out with Vanilla Dusk. Now they had Vanilla Dusk before, but I think this is a different one. They had a honey scent. Those fragrances that I missed out on because I was trying to be good, I regret that I missed out on them. So that is all that I got in the way of that. And then I went into Bath and Body Works today while I was smelling things. They had these socks for $5.95. I did a pickup order for one pair. And then I went ahead and got a second pair. And mind you, I have yet to wear any of these socks. But I do, my idea is always to put these on with my nice little pajamas around the house. Sometimes when you want socks on your feet to be warm. And then I got this. Now, again, what I would have wanted from the Disney line was going to be that rose wallflower holder and the shoe. We had plenty of the shoe, so I didn't get it today. There was none of the rose. And again, the pocket back holders were all gone. I think the one to Jasmine that is the case was there. The Jasmine wallflower plug was there. The shoe wallflower plug was there. The Cinderella shoe coin purse was there. But none of the other pocket holders. And I dared to look on eBay, y'all. Why was the little carriage one, something that is probably less than $10, up there for $43? Even I wouldn't have done that. I've seen people do double, and I don't mind paying double. But $43 for a pocket back holder? So I had to get this though because I've seen a lot of ladies with this. I will get a second one of these. And the the wallflower, that Irish pound cake has a new name. I think it's something Vibes. I do want more of those. They had them. I don't know if I'll be able to catch them when there's a sale, but I really like the other one so much. I have two left that if it is the same scent, I'll get like 5 of those and then use those and save my original ones. So this right here is all that I got as far as this run. And then I had an order come in from Gothic Cosmetics. I saw this palette sometime last year, and I had been trying to keep a lookout for it because I thought I had actually missed it. I ordered this brush, I think a blending brush, just because I don't need a brush, but I went ahead and ordered this palette. I had seen Miss Angie Nyquist do looks with this, but it was another lady that I saw. She was one of the I don't know what her name is, but she's one of the black makeup ladies. I saw her with this first, fell in love with the purples. So we're going to take a look at it. So this right here, I think is the outer casing. This is how it is looking. And then here we go. Very pretty. I love these colors. I especially love that purple. These reminded me of purples I've seen in the 80s. And so I had to get this. Now, I'm going to say again, y'all know I ain't never got no eyeshadow on my eyes, but I have all these nice palettes. I'm that somebody that would let somebody use my palette, and I'd be like, you got that look with that? Yeah, I've got all these nice palettes. I need to be using them. It's not my intent to let them go to waste, but I really do love these colors. And the look that she did was so pretty. I need to remember what her name is. I've been trying to find her video again. But what happened was I ended up doing something where I had this site on my phone saved to my home screen. And I just happened to look to see if this palette was available. And lo and behold, it was for $28. And that's why I got this brush, so I'd have enough to have free shipping. But the palette was $28. And again, it's by Gothic Cosmetics. And it's packaged up like this. Very, very nice. So that was it, y'all. I do believe that is it. I will end this here. I just wanted to share that with y'all. But y'all let me know. Do y'all feel like Bath and Body Works took those fragrances in the Disney line and just mixed up some of their own stuff and tried to pass it off on us as new? I'm really disappointed because the packaging was beautiful and it deserved nice new scents. Really, they could have even done something with a fragrance they had a while back called, I think, Pink Peony Cream. They could have done something, and if they were going to go back, instead of blending up some stuff, they should have just went back into the vault, like back into that vault, and revamp some of that. But that was it. I just wanted to share that little bit with you, and I will see you the next time. I'm going to go ahead and sit down somewhere and get ready for work this weekend. I cannot believe it is already Thursday. I feel like it should just be Tuesday. But again, until the next time, everyone, have a great day.